Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. In the last one, we had just entered the desert and snubbed a Sandshrew to get caught. And I think I am actually going to make the decision to train up SUDM, Sudum, whatever. Just for the virtue of having another team member, because we don't have a Psychic type really, like Oval having Psybeam doesn't count that much. And honestly, this thing is going to evolve in like 6 levels, and then it's actually going to be a pretty comparable team member, like better base stats than Oval or probably Meyer. So yeah, we're just going to spend this episode fighting hikers, withering sandstorms, and switch trading this little pig thing. Also, I can't believe I went this far without turbo mode. Gosh. Yeah, that guy just told me about Mirage Tower, where we can get ourselves a fossil, which that might be cool, admittedly. Never used the Gen 3 fossil Pokemon. I think they might have to be trained like a lot. Usually fossils are very low level when you first get them. And cool, this Sandshrew not only knows Poison Sting, but managed to poison me with it. And awesome, I didn't know Psybeam could miss. I bet Sandshrew has Sand Veil or something. So wow, despite the fact that we could have taken that thing out after withering 1 Poison Sting, that's how that went. Alright, Sudum, you you did your darndest out there. And just because this thing has Psychic moves that I'm afraid to, well, nah, screw it. Meyer is 150% this thing's level, will be fine. Although I don't like when you lower my accuracy like that. That's quite rude. I forgot how annoying this place is. I genuinely had blocked from my mind how terrible the desert is. Especially if you're not prepared. And I mean, granted, I have 2 ground types that I totally should be using. But they're also the more over-leveled members of my team, so I'm not super into using them all the time. But that's alright, that's alright. You killed 1.5 Pokemon there, Sudum. You'll get it eventually. I literally have no idea whether the dance marathon is called like SUDM or Sudum. But I just like to say Sudum, so that's that on that. Good. More mud slaps, more sand damage. I love it. We're thriving. Oh, there it is. There's the first of many misses. See, if this were a straightforward battle, if it were just Meyer versus the Baltoy, then I have a feeling that we would have significantly fewer issues than we're having right now. Alright, there's another one. And just to reset your accuracy and get Sudum some XP. Alright, thanks. Thank you for the rapid spin. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, the only attacking moves you have are Psychic, so that's not going to be a good fight to stay in for. There's the first Psybeam, and it does 15 damage, yeah. like I expected. I think I healed more from you on that first Absorb. So, Baltoy does not have to be taken super seriously as a Psychic type. And, alright, thank God you have a Sandshrew on you. Something that I can actually leave Sudum in for a little while. Okay, although, I will say, your special defense is ostensibly better than your physical defense. And I don't really feel like taking a dig from you. That doesn't seem like it would be in my best interest, so I guess we'll have Oval tank it out. Hope you like continuing to get Psybeamed. Oof, yeah, okay. I was gonna say that's decent damage, but you lucked out with the crit on that. I can't win on Spirit alone. Yeah, I mean, but having Pokemon especially suited to this environment probably didn't hurt you too much. Okay, and then up here we got the area where I came down in. Here's what I wish I had encountered first. I mean, I probably shouldn't put a Trapinch on my team, since it takes so long to level up. Oop. Okay. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. You can take another one. But yeah, that thing does become a pseudo-legendary, which is super fun. But all pseudo-legendaries require a lot of training, and I mean, okay, I'm clearly not averse to training, as you can tell by the whole way that I've been playing this, especially recently. But it helps when the Pokemon are like mid to high strength, as opposed to baby legendary Pokemon, which tend to be subpar, to say the least. Alright, and there you go. Give me that good. Out you go. And we have gotten our first level on Sudom from this entire place. Very cool. Thank you, Kanye. Okay, I think, yeah, I've talked to all of the people here. And you're a fresh face. Hello. There are fossils to be found in the desert. I'm realizing now that the Mirage Tower probably only appears under certain conditions, and I should figure out what those are if I'm... There you go. That's the crit you needed. If I'm serious about getting a fossil Pokemon. But, okay, look at this. We're fighting a Meryl. This idiot's just as unprepared for this as we are. Nice. The double crits, Sudom. I'm appreciating your hard work here. Look at that. That was most of a level when he actually got to fight. I'm going to run out of super potions in here, though. I am realizing that. Man, being in the desert is really reminding me of a class trip I took when I was a sophomore in high school. We went out to Canyonlands in Moab, Utah, and it was just like this beautiful... Okay, you're gonna die if that hits. It was just this beautiful experience in the middle of nature. You know, like, we were just out in the desert, like mesas all around, sand all around. It was weirdly cold. Okay, hold on. Let me see if Oval's actually in the place to take a Sandslash's dig. What with the critical hits and whatnot. But yeah, we oh, does Moonlight? That's interesting. If it's not a clear sky, I don't recover as much HP. Wow, okay. Forget my nature story. I've got to focus on this Sandslash, man. Okay. I think he's going to go underground this turn, so Tap's not going to get hurt on the switch. Yep. And then... let's hope he's slower than me. Oh, I mean, I didn't want him to be slower than me, but he was. Oh, come on, Tap. Okay. If this thing poisons me, I will be very upset. There we go. That's what we needed. Alright, cool. We're good. We're good. we just had to use our good Pokemon. Oh my god, Ruin Maniac. You ruined me, you maniac. But yeah, it was a great experience of like class bonding. I felt like I got to know a bunch of people super well through that. And like, you know, you speak to people you never would have spoken to, and you get to know people in like way deeper ways when you're out on trips like that. Like that's the reason I'm still pretty close with my spot group, is that those like nature excursions, something about just like being forced to interact with people and like truly get to know them and understand like meaningful aspects of their life is a great way to make friends. I didn't actually end up like keeping in super close touch with the people I like quote unquote met at Canyonlands, because they tended to be, you know, I went to a very small high school, so I already knew everyone in my class. It was nice to understand them on a different level, but like at the end of the day, we all went back to our own established friend groups. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, it was this super chill experience where like I stargazed for the first time without like light pollution and went on a bunch of nice hikes. And at the end of it, we did like a talent show type of thing where my friends and I were gonna do like a crappy a cappella rendition of For the Longest Time, where one of the four of us, maybe like one and a half of the four of us, had like trained voices. But that didn't end up going through because there was like this plague that just swept us. Like someone came into, Jesus Christ, with that critical scratch. Someone came into the trip with a cold, and then like by the end of it, why is the Sandshrew critting me so much? But I'm sorry, are you guys seeing this bullshit? I should have killed this thing like 3 turns ago. So anyway, we were gonna do a cappella, but we couldn't because most of us were sick and had bad voices. But it was still like mandatory to participate because everyone has a talent and yada yada yada. So what we ended up doing was we all did like our own separate things, but I came in and I just did Pokemon trivia. I forget what my original thing was, some encyclopedic BS about the series. And then to my surprise, there were enough like fans in the crowd. More of them were like camp counselors than actual students. But there were enough fans in the crowd that like fielded me questions like, name a Pokemon with a unique type combination. And I was like, Stunfisk. And they were like, what has the lowest base stat total? And I was like, C-Dot. And so that was like just this surprisingly enlightening experience. It was like the first time that I felt like widespread acceptance for being a nerd. Because like I had found it in friends, to be sure. Like there were other nerds who appreciated those parts of me, and I felt like I could be myself around them. But that never really applied to big like the general populace until like that one time where there were enough people around that okay, cool, we're gonna have to kill you. That really I felt like I could connect with. Man, and thank God for Sudam's special defense being so bulky that a non-stab feint attack really does not give me a non-stab heart attack. Alright, now we've got TM for Sandstorm, just in case we want to bring this hell outside of this place. And it looks like the Mirage Tower isn't around, and this was, in fact, a terrible place to train Sudam. So I'm just going to make sure that everyone in here has been dealt with, and then we can get out of Dodge, because this is... There we go. Oh, he'll give me my sandwich if I lose? Is that what I saw? That's considerate of you. Alright, don't fuck my shit, Talo. Talo's gonna fuck my shit. Yeah, that thing is a high attacker, and I am he with low defense. So we're gonna let Tap just clean up here. All right, take the water gun. Die. Thank you. And oh great, a Nuzleaf. Of course, of course he has the thing that can mess with me, and it's Dark type, so I shouldn't send Sudam after it. So yeah, I guess Spot's really just the woman for the job here. Oh, cool, growth. Yeah, hope you enjoy that, along with the extra sandstorm damage that you're taking here. Hello, Sandshrew. I feel like I'm close enough to leveling up that I'm gonna let Meyer kill you. Just because Sudam was at like a shady amount of health and I didn't want to tempt fate. There we go. See, this is how overleveled the rest of my team is. Like, this is literally only a problem for Sudam. Okay, Psywave only has 80 accuracy, and it's variable damage. But Psych Up is specific. Odor Sleuth is way worse. So we're gonna get rid of that. I don't care how evasive my opponent is. I just want them to hurt themselves consistently. Okay, yeah. So I think that's everything to do in the desert right now. Maybe I'll look up the conditions for Mirage Tower and show up for it. Maybe I won't. But here are the Wind Straits, who we are now totally in a good position to fight. So I think I'm gonna heal up and restock a little bit, and then we can just fight this boisterous family. Honestly, maybe next time. I think we've got about enough content to fill like a shorter episode at this point, and that might push us over the brink. So I'll just get a bunch of super potions and a great ball. And how are we doing on antidotes? I'll take one of those. How are we doing on paralyzed heal? I'll take one of those. How are we doing on awakening? Cool. There we go. That was some A-level content. And you know what? Screw it. I feel like with editing, we're probably like at maybe the 12-minute mark right now. That's a total shot in the dark. Maybe I'm completely incorrect about that. But yeah, Sudam is going to try to beat up this family, and all of his friends are going to help him in doing it. So these are the Wind Straits. They start out easy, but then get tough. And they say, fuck gender roles, because the dad is the weakest and the grandma is the strongest. And again, you could have fought these people before Watson, so they're not particularly tough at this stage of the game. But at the time, I did not like the idea of putting my Pokermans in jeopardy when I could fight with like much less threatening wild Pokemon. But it's gotten hit once in the first 2 of 4 battles. So yeah, the mom is stronger than the dad, and the daughter is stronger than both of them, which is sweet. And then her grandma's the one that you really have to watch out for. Ooh, nice. Hit yourself, Meryl. Hit yourself. Yes. Oh, that wasn't enough, and I wasted a Psybeam on you. Oh, well. All right, here comes the Destroyer of Worlds. Let's see how he takes a Psybeam. This one's female. Oh, my God. Sudum, you're killing it. Yeah, all right. Some days he gets stunned. That's acceptable. Nice job not getting seeded, though. That would have sucked. And finally a Numel. All right. Let's take a little gamble. Boom. All right, and then all that's left is Grandma. She's gonna smack me. This old lady is straight up going to hit me. I don't doubt that. All right, and this Meditite is playing smart, so I guess I'll play smart. Attack Rose, go ahead and hit yourself harder then. And let's see what a Psybeam does. Yes, just keep raising your attack. Hit yourself. Yes. Oh, love that. Okay, see, I was afraid of them, but I literally just took him on with my weakest thing, and he did great. So yeah, they've also got a grandson who's like out challenging the Pokemon League. It's a nice little like side bit. That's definitely not the right word for it, but it's it's a cool bit of like extra information. So yeah, I think at this point, honestly, I literally just have to make the journey back to Slateport, and then it's time to fight the 5th gym. And my dad's highest level is only 31, so honestly, I think the bulk of my team can take it. It'll just be an adventure in leveling up Sudum. And then I may or may not do a grinding montage, but I'm feeling pretty okay. I might just make Tap into a Swampert so that we can have a beast on the team. But yeah, that's what the future looks like. I'll see you in the next episode.